A local Boston t-shirt brand is getting some love from Conan O'Brien during quarantine. The design, thought up by Chris Wren of Sully's brand, taking off after it caught Conan's eye. He ended up wearing the shirt on his show, and the rest is history.
Last week on the show, I talked about a t-shirt that I had been sent from a company called Sully's in Boston. They sent me this very nice t-shirt that showed this very modern bridge, iconic bridge, sort of near Bunker Hill, that many people love, and it's sort of become an icon for Boston. They sent me a t-shirt with that bridge on it, and of course, being me, I wore the t-shirt and then I griped about how it didn't really speak to me because the bridge was built like 15 years after I left Boston. Yeah, take a look at this clip. This doesn't at all remind me of my childhood. I never saw this bridge growing up. You want to remind me of my childhood? Make a shirt that shows my father knocking a hot dog out of my hand because Jim Rice dropped a fly ball. Okay, so guess what? I get a package. I get a package like 2 days ago from the same company, Sully's, and they made the correct shirt for me. Look at that. Look at that. There's my dad. There's Jim Rice in the background dropping a fly ball. It's at Fenway. There's a pretty accurate drawing of my father in the 70s. And look, there's me. That's exactly what I looked like. And the hot dog has been knocked out of my hand. God bless you, Sully's. Nothing says my childhood in Boston more than this. Quick side note, for legal reasons, I don't want to be sued by my father. He never knocked a hot dog out of my hand. But it's something he could have done.
Well, first of all, Chris, thanks so much for coming on with me today. But first things first, you sent out shirts to different celebrities, it sounds like. How did Conan get the t-shirt in his hands to begin with? And how did this whole story kind of unravel?
Well, so one of the things that I realized when the quarantine and the small business closures started to happen was that people weren't going to really be buying new sports t-shirts and new tourism t-shirts for Boston. So I decided to make a mystery box and offer $100 worth of our products for $50, and just to kind of keep, just people coming to our site and keep things flowing. And I started sending a few of these mystery boxes out to some people that have, some local A-listers, people with ties to the Boston area. And I thought if I was lucky, maybe Conan would wear one of the shirts in his Instagram story, and maybe it would pop up somewhere like that. I did not realize it was going to end up in a 3-minute bit in his monologue.
I can't even imagine. Small businesses are being hit extremely hard due to the COVID-19 pandemic. How was your small business impacted, and how has this, new publicity helped you guys?
Well, we usually have a presence at sporting events. Obviously, those are all off the table right now. We do a lot of business through Target locally, and the tourism is just not there. So most of the places where we usually do our sales are, down to a trickle. So having an opportunity to have our product, plugged a few times on Conan was huge. Brought a ton of new people to the website. It was just a pump in the arm that we really needed.
Can you describe, how you got the idea to create the shirt that you made specifically for Conan?
Yeah, so in the original care package, I sent him a t-shirt that had an illustration of the Zakin Bridge on it. It just said Boston, kind of an iconic little, retro throwback design. But Conan referred to it as phallic in his monologue, and pointed out that the bridge was built 15 years or so after he'd already moved from Boston, so it didn't really speak to his experience in Boston and his childhood. So when he came back and said, if you want to make a t-shirt that makes me think of my childhood, you should, and pitched the idea, I just jumped at it. That aired Monday night. Tuesday morning, I was on the phone with Fenway Park caricature artist Michael Horvath, and said, hey, somebody that was on my radar but I'd never worked with, and I said, showed him the clip. I said, can you create this? And within 24 hours, he had it to me, and I was printing T-shirts and got it to Conan by Friday.
That's amazing. What kind of effect has this new attention and publicity and Conan's kind of stamp of approval, what has that done for your brand? I mean, I know you mentioned that you guys have been busy during quarantine now, but what are the actual numbers? I mean, how much has this really helped you guys?
I mean, we did probably, I said to somebody, a slow month's worth of business in a couple of days. So it's really, I mean, where a lot of other opportunities have dried up for us, it's been a stimulus that's going to help us get through the next month, which has been incredible. And Conan was great about it too. They didn't just say a local business, or a local Boston brand. I mean, they name dropped us a half dozen times, and in all of their social media posts, plugged us, tagged us. In fact, they put a direct link to our store from their Instagram page. So from the Team Coco page. So they really looked out for us, and it was incredible.
That certainly is incredible. Well, for fans watching this video right now, what's the best way that people can get their hands on some Sully's t-shirts?
I appreciate it. So, we have this one, the Conan shirt. We have the I'm a Sport shirt. That's been one of our more popular designs, and it's all at sullysbrand.com. And we have this great mystery box. So if you want to remind yourself of, or just have something to look forward to, take a chance.
I love the idea of the mystery boxes. That is so unique and so fun. Well, Chris, thank you so much for joining us, and I hope you stay safe, and hopefully this quarantine thing gets better soon and you can get back to selling t-shirts the way that you normally would.
Thank you. I greatly appreciate it, Meredith.